What's this?
Hello, welcome back to the Freak Show. Bumpy McSquigums here. I want to thank you all for joining me as I continue, finally, with my Let's Play of Voidspire Tactics. It's been quite an exceptionally long time, we'll say. And I am glad to finally be back into it. I've been feeling nostalgic, and I've been feeling old school this week and over the weekend, so I've decided to, well, play something cool, something old school feely, and, well, Voidspire Tactics is definitely up on my murder, kill, and do list. So, we're going to go and see if we can't figure out exactly where we're at and what we're supposed to be doing. Let's take a quick look at the larger version of the map. Can we go even bigger than that? No, we can't. Alright, it looks like we can eventually go through here, but this was blocked by something, so we can't do that one just yet. However, if we go up and over here, maybe there's a path through, or some battles or something we can get into. I don't know. There's a ton of stuff that we can always do in these wonderful places, and I would very much like to do some of those things. It's, as you guys know, it's been quite a while since, there we go. It's been quite a while since I played, so I may be very, very, very out of practice, and by maybe, I mean I'm going to be exceptionally out of practice. So please be aware of that little factoid. I believe we should go battle these little dust blobs over here. I don't remember what they're technically considered or called, but I imagine there's something. Alright, well, it does not look like I can traverse the blobs just yet. As far east as we can go is here. However, we can go north up that way. I guess we'll go and we'll try fighting the blobs. I think everyone is fully healed at this point. Alright, I'm just looking at my different skills and whatnot. Yeah, alright. Seems to be fine. And we can switch over to the different characters. And it's going to be a little bit of a learning experience again for me, folks. Just so you know, it's going to take me a little bit to get back into this. Because, well, it's been quite a while since I've last played, so there you have it. Alright, I believe one of these skills allows us to charge at someone. There we go. Charge! Yeah! Well, it was a little less impressive than I was hoping, but I can dig it. I can dig it! Alright, I should be able to shoot you with a bow. And while that wasn't quite enough to end you, it was a good start. There we go. Alright, it was not allowing me to do what I wished to do. I could charge forward, but again, that's not really going to help me. Well, I suppose I could still go there. Just kind of provide like a blockade type situation. Alright, what spells do we have here? Charge a spot with energy to heal or harm an enemy with non-elemental magic. Okay. Heal frost. Deal a small amount of ice damage or ice damage in an area. Revive a fallen ally. And remove negative status effects. All these things sound pretty good. Like, we're going to try the frost, and we're going to put it right there. There's a better than not chance that this actually will play through, so we'll see. Oh, he's actually going to attack it straight up. I wasn't really expecting that. I figured he would have gone on the side trying to get a little bit of a flanking maneuver on up in there, but apparently that's not the case. Yeah, it looks like it's not the case. So, I guess it knows where I'm casting the spell, and therefore I shall suffer. And by suffer, I really don't actually mean suffer. I'm just not going to be able to do that which I was hoping to do. Can I please? There we go. Alright, I would like to X you. And there it is. I've X'd you. I suppose I can come up here. Then I guess just buff myself up. Guard and then face that way. How much energy does this cost? Recovers focus energy. That's 2 stars versus this being 7. Alright, I will throw out a heal onto you. There we go. And it's going to be our gal pal's turn to come and do some damage control here. And by damage control, I actually just mean damage in general. Alright, let's see here. We can set traps. We can do all sorts of stuff. That would immobilize the target. Okay, I'm going to place that down and face this way. And she is going to be the brunt of a few attacks. I don't think it's going to be too tremendous. Alright, the next guy should run up into this spot, I would assume. Or apparently not? Okay, well, I guess I misjudged. Alright, what does this do? We can throw a heal. Yeah, you know, I suppose we should do that. I'm gonna move first here. Then throw the heal out onto her. Then blockade, and then we're gonna go with our axe here and I know, it's awesome. You have to make those sounds though, otherwise it's not the same. Alright, I suppose we can just head down here. And then why not throw the heal out onto all of our folks? There it is, full heal, and then we'll definitely get some oompage going on our side of things here. Move here. And she is going to move to the back lines and hopefully still have a shot to eliminate yet another individual. There we are. We have blockaded ourselves in quite decently. And immobilized, yet still attacking. But the counterattack is real, and it's real strong. So, there you have it. Boom! Anything else? Oh, we're going to get hit a little bit down here. It's okay. That is okay. Alright, we're going to move up here with our big man. And we are going to chop onto him, doing a little bit of damage. Going to move over here and take this guy out of the running. Going to move up here, I think. That's going to be the play. And what we're going to do now is this, and recover a little bit of mana or power or what have you from everything. And now we're going to take a little bit of abuse from our superhero here. But he's extra defensive, he's got a shield, and he's just hurting fools, so it's all good. It's all good in the hood. We could take you out. I suppose we should just take you out. No, for some odd reason I don't actually have the angle I need, but I do now. Boom. Get handled. Alright, and we're going to take another little bit of an abusive smack there, but again, not so bad. Not so bad. Alright, let's say good day to you. Doesn't matter. Good day to you. And you know what? I think what we're going to do here is say good day to you as well. And boom! There it is. Splooch with the amazing, awesome victory at the end there. He did quite well. Splooch getting some work done, getting some stuff handled. Very nicely done. We have Tech Man, we have Splooch. Is this Ava? Is that who I chose? Yes. And of course Bumpy with his steampunk goggles and his mohawk of doom. You know he's pretty baller. He's pretty crazy. You don't want to mess with Bumpy. Alright. However, what I do want to mess with is Hiya! That. Felt pretty good to smack that thing. Alright, and then we will head on down. Oops, I overshot. Sorry, guys. Alright, we're going to head on down, up and over, and around, and then back in, and I don't know. It's going to be fine. Alright, some more random experience. At some point, I should probably take the time and spend the energy and the experience that we've gained to level up. But do I really want to do that? Let's be honest. No, I really don't. But you never know. Never know. And then this, believe it or not, should open that up. And now everything is open. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we have liftoff. I don't know if we have liftoff, but we have another way of doing things. Alright, was there a way north? So it feels like this whole thing is blocked off. And I think that is accurate. I don't know if we head all the way to the west here, over these rocks and whatnot. Oh, there is a way north. Okay. So we could technically leave this place if we wanted to. Well, I wasn't really planning to go to the next spot yet, but that's okay. Alright, so, that being said, let's take a look. We have 738 experience as a warrior. We only have 8 experience as a guardian. That's not super great, sadly. Alright. So what if, instead of a warrior, we became a guardian as the primary, and then the warrior as a secondary, and we can start gaining more experience than that. I think that's going to be okay. Alright, so let's take a look. We have a whole bunch of experience, as I stated. Alright, attack recklessly for 40 extra damage, but with 2/3 the accuracy. We could charge forward, we could get brave, we could get bide, prepare a delayed but extra strong attack that deals plus 30 damage. Then we have battle cry, demoralize enemies with your fierce battle cry for 90 seconds, works best against enemies looking directly at you. And then brave will increase our strength and punching power for 150 seconds. That's not bad. Could also get shove. Sort of. Each rank increases charge distance. Okay, I don't mind getting one more point into that at least. And then what I think I'll also do is get this, brave, and I'm going to get bide if I have the experience for it. I do. Alright, let's check out passives. We have counter, which was definitely needed, and combat ready. Start combat with a morale boost for 80 seconds, and then anyone who hits you with a melee weapon will get counterattacked. Do 15% more damage when attacking an enemy from the front with a weapon. That sounds pretty good too. Okay, and then let's check out our stats. And our stats we can always boost a little bit more if need be. If we had stars, looks like we have 4 stars. I think I'm gonna boost our HP a little bit here. Oh wow, that's so much less than I thought. Okay. Right now we're using axes. I think I'm going to continue with that. So we're going to increase our axe skill. We're going to try to always have an axe. This is a little disappointing. I'm not going to lie. The HP gaining only 1 per point seems a little ridiculous. I'm just saying. Alright, we're going to go back to our abilities here. And I suppose we could learn shove, but I don't really see the point, so we're just gonna let it go for right now. Counterattack, combat ready, and we don't have another one. Let's go take a look at our guardian tree here. And let's see what passes we have here. Shield bash. Follow up attacks with a push from your shield. Defensive. When you end your turn without acting, gain +2 defense against physical until your next turn. And then bulwark. Gain immunity to pushes, pulls, rotating effects, and negative morale. That does sound pretty good. And of course the stat increased there as well. Well, unfortunately we don't have much in the way of anything here for him. Through sheer fortitude, cure negative status effects. Alright, so we have some stuff there. We can revive an adjacent ally, restoring 10 HP. Have incoming physical damage on adjacent allies. That sounds pretty good. Reduce the enemy's physical attack and fire damage by 1, and deal half damage. Hold the line, push multiple foes in front of you, and deal half damage. Interesting. And then Mighty Block. Make an ally nearly invulnerable to physical attacks until the start of their turn. Oh, that seems pretty cool. And that might be one of the first things that we actually snag up. Anyway, we're not done yet though, guys. We still have other people to look at here. Alright, Techman is going with the warrior and the scholar. Right now, his warrior is by far the most important thing. I feel like I might keep it that way, but I don't know. To unlock the rogue, we already know. To unlock these... Oh, it tells us everything that we need to unlock. That's pretty sweet. Okay, the blade, a warrior and a rogue, a brawler and a guardian. Sage and a sorcerer. To get the unmaker, balancer. The enchanter. So warrior, scholar, and guardian. This might be what Techman ends up becoming. So I think what I'm going to do is start moving him toward the scholar tree next. So he's done his deal as the warrior. So let's see. There's nothing he can really do right now. Reveal a creature's current elemental resistances and weaknesses. I know, folks, this does take a little bit of time to get all through, and I do apologize for that. But it's all good. It's all good. Oh, that's pretty sweet. What did the passives do here? Well, it doesn't matter. We don't have any of that. Let's focus on what we do have right now. We have counter, we have combat ready. I think we may try... Yeah, I'm going to skip that one. We'll get combat ready. It sounds legit. We're going to go to abilities. We have all these things. I'm going to buff us up a little bit more with Brave. I am going to get guard, maybe. Hold on, what does guard do? Halves incoming physical damage. That does sound pretty good. He does seem to be the focal point of a lot of hatred, so I don't despise that. And we're going to get a little bit further on our charging ability there. Boom. He's got 7 points that we can use. He's probably going to end up using, like, two-handed swords, I think, is what I'm going to stick with him. So he's going to go with swords. He's never going to need the shield skill, so we're going to go with swords. And unfortunately, I'm afraid I'm going to have to use a few of these. I'm going to give him all the points into it. I know, it pains me to do this, but it's sort of what we must do at this point. Alright. We have moved beyond him. There was a way to go next, wasn't there? I thought so. Well, I can just click on him. There we go. Alright, so we got Splooch, who's a sage and a scholar. Alright, what order are we going to be able to get here? A sage and a sorcerer. And how do we unlock the sorcerer? We got to get a scholar up. Okay, and our sage. Okay, so we're going to go with the scholar as his next big deal as well. So we're going to flip him over to the scholar side of things, and then the sage. I like that, though. A scout and a rogue, a scholar, an unmaker, and a balancer is the gatekeeper. I love the different classes. I'm glad that they have this here now as well. Sharpshooter and a sorcerer, a spell archon. That sounds sexy. Is that the only one with 3? No, the other one over here was... No? I thought there was 2. Yeah, there you go. The scholar, the unmaker, and the balancer. Alright, so we're going to go for the sage and the sorcerer. We're going to go for our balancer. That's our next goal here. The scholar can get... I guess one more MP. Got 1 point into his life skills right now. Alright, so let's check out the abilities as the scholar. We don't have enough experience or anything. However, we head on over here and hop on over to the sage. We can do that. +1 range. That's not bad. Cure. What's growth do? Cause regeneration for 72 seconds in a small area. And it encourages plant growth. I don't really know what that's for, but fine. Have incoming magic damage to a small group. That's not bad. Creates 3 contiguous magical barriers that block movement and last 80 seconds. I'm sorry, guys. I know having to read all this stuff all the time is really disappointing to you, but I try not to level up constantly. I have to go through all these things. I think what I'm going to do is... What does this do? It greatly increases the restored HP. Let's do that. How greatly did it increase? By 10. That's 10. That was 5. It doubled it. It wasn't greatly. Alright, we're going to learn growth. It's fine. Alright, and we have stats. We can get HP or MP. We have the life skill and movement, apparently. And a hammer skill. Well, we're going to... Probably going to increase our MP a little bit there. Alright. Oh, he's got a few more points. Okay. Cool. Gonna check our boy here. Check you. And check you. That also makes me question something here. Does our warrior also have separate? No, it doesn't. Alright. So she's a rogue and a scout. Her scout, she's got 1 point that she can allocate to. That's interesting. And as a rogue, she's got more. Sneak thief with dirty tricks up each sleeve. We're going to go with, she's using a bow right now. We're going to go with bow skill. We're going to increase that. Yep. And we already did movement and jump, maybe? So I'm going to hold on to the rest. Let's check on some abilities here. We have 803 experience to spend. Attack, steal all gold, and cause the enemy to drop one other unequipped item. And lowers morale if successful. You can't use it with a bow, it looks like. Gouge with your weapon, inflict blindness. Deal half damage with your weapon, inflict poison. I'm going to get one of these just because I don't know if it works with... ranged weapons or not. Oh, it does! Oh, that's super awesome. Okay, well then we're gonna totally do this. And we're gonna spend a giant chunk of our experience on that. What do we have for passives here? Backstabber. Do 15% more damage when attacking an enemy from behind with a weapon. That does include bows, I would imagine. But we don't have the experience for that. Swiftness. Reduce time to act by 1 second, I guess. Become invisible at the start of combat for 1 turn, causing enemies to ignore you and granting you an accuracy bonus. Or a stealth sense. When you press highlight all, you can see the vision range of nearby enemies. Interesting. I think I'm going to reduce the time to act. I think that's going to be my play. We'll get auto hide maybe eventually, and what we need to do now is choose that. There it is. Alright, so that went up into our deal, and cool. Let's go check out our scout here. Critical mobility. When in critical condition. I don't know about that. Abilities, we've got fire starter we can upgrade, we can learn all these other things. Deal half damage with plus 30% accuracy, trip up an enemy with your weapon for 75% damage, inflict -2, throw a stone, first aid. We don't have the experience for most of the stuff. Only fire starter actually. And then sidestep, quickly move 2 tiles. Might do that one, I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, I think that's good for there. We're kind of out of time, but I don't care. We're going to continue on, guys. We're going to push forward. Why? Because we can. Oh, there's bones everywhere. Good. Is it anyone who can break bones? No. It was the guy with the hammer, right? Who has the hammer? I thought somebody had a hammer. No one has a hammer? Really? Oh, okay, I do a giant sweeping attack now. I didn't even know that that was a thing. Okay, let's open up our inventory then. I think maybe if we had a hammer in our inventory, we could do something with it. There it is. Okay, well, I guess he can equip both. It doesn't seem to really affect anything. Can he still swing? Oh, you need 2 hands free. Okay. So there was a method to my madness, folks. Who knew that would be a thing? Alright, well, let's go over here and break up all this stuff. We got blood and bone dust. There we go. It's not letting me have the bone dust. And there is another creature up there that wants to eat my soul, which I don't appreciate very much, but that's okay. We'll figure it out in a moment's time. Oops. Sorry. I'm not really that sorry if I'm being 100% honest. It's okay, though. It's okay. Alright, move that closer. Smash that. Smash the spine. Try to gather up all the bone dust. I do like the fact that we can drag stuff all the way across the map, and it's not a big issue. Okay. So everything else is going to be battles and horrible awfulness, and we're fighting up against Murdy and who? Murdy and Mulgsak, and we got Vulg, Lear, Emway, and Org. Well, you know what, guys? Like I said, this is actually pretty close to where I need to break off the episode anyway. What I'm going to do is break off the episode, but I'm going to play immediately after, so there will be another one following up fairly soon, guys. Check for it in a day or so, maybe the next day. Who knows? Either way, I'm excited, guys and gals. I am happy to be back in Voidspire Tactics. It's something I've always wanted to return to, and it looks like we finally get a chance to do just that. Alright folks, until the very next episode, my name's Bumpy McSquigums. Thank you for stopping by the Freak Show, and I will see you later.